What's going on, everybody? Brian here for Work the Game, and in today's video we're talking about none other than Mega Man, the Blue Bomber himself in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, just want to say thank you to Nintendo for providing Work the Game an additional copy of Smash Bros. So both Chris and I can talk about Smash Bros. Here on the channel. But without further ado, let's talk about his ups, downs, lefts and rights, his smashes, his final smash, and much more here on this 101 guide to Mega Man. So the first thing you need to know about Mega Man is his neutral attack, his side tilt, and his neutral air all are going to use the Mega Buster. Just pressing it, you obviously have the classic sound, and it's going to put out 2.4 damages per hit. Now you can see here, it's barely pushing him back. It's not got a lot of knockback, it's not got a lot of pushback. He's going to stay pretty much right there. You can see I can just kind of keep racking up the damage ever so slowly. The max range on your Mega Buster is going to be 6 squares, and again, because it doesn't push them back too far, you're going to be able to keep putting out that damage from range. The other thing to note is if you're running and you hit your target, you'll actually be able to run right through them. So if you're just not hitting them whatsoever, you're going to push them around like this, but as soon as you start putting out that damage, you're just going to keep passing them through. Your up tilt is mega upper, and you can see I just dropped 20.4%. I've seen it kind of range from 14 to 20 depending on how well you connect with them. Mega Upper has a range of 2 squares. You can see that pretty far back I can hit him at that range, but you can see that has the damage penalty, the damage fall off of that 14% to 20%. So you lose 6% at 2 squares versus 1 square where you can kind of really hit them direct, and you have a ton of launching power with it. So just keep that in mind. So side tilt, still Mega Buster, just like neutral. So just keep that in mind that as you're holding side tilt, you're gonna run right through them. So for Mega Man 3, your down tilt is the slide, putting out a constant 6% with a little boost in launch. Now, the slide does have a maximum range of 4 squares. Anything beyond that, you're not gonna connect. You're gonna end up just kind of missing and being up close and personal, maybe for a Mega Upper at that point. And finally, your dash is top spin. This is for Mega Man 3, 12% there. And keep putting it out, getting a lot of multi-hits and pushing them back further and further. This also will collide with multiple targets as well, the first one taking the brunt of the damage. Your air neutral is also your Mega Buster, same range, same damage it's going to put out. While your up air is going to be this tornado, which puts out here 21.6%. I got a lot of contact with him. You can also see that it lifts them high up into the air. My favorite hard knuckle from Mega Man 3, 14.4%. If it's got enough flying distance, enough distance between it, it has a meteor style effect, and you can see it puts out 14.4% damage. And making its debut from Mega Man 8, Flame Sword. You can see I put 9.6 out. Depending on how much you connect with your Flame Sword, you're gonna see more damage put out on the target. It's got a nice little launch power to it, and it's got like this forward kind of circle that's going to encompass Mega Man, making it really good to be able to jump in the fray, put out some damage, and knock people back. Back air slash claw, 14.4%. It's a multi-hit if you're able to get all of it onto your target. All right, so let's talk about Mega Man's smash attacks. You have up, down, and side. If you guys don't know how to execute a smash attack, you can use your right stick and press it in any direction that you want to be able to execute it, and you can hold it to charge up the ability to get more damage. You can also do the same thing with the left stick and pressing the attack button as well to get that executed. For his up smash, he has Spark Shot from Mega Man 3, 26% and a little launching power to it as well. Side, he's got his famous Charge Shot. This can put out anywhere from 13.8 to 17.9% damage. It does have a maximum range of 10 fully charged. You can see I can't hit him here, but there is no damage fall off for when you do hit it with a fully charged shot. If you just tap the stick to be able to do a charge shot that's really quick, you can see that's going to put out 13.8% damage. And it also does not go as far as the 10 squares that the fully charged up shot does, but it still goes and travels pretty far. His down smash is Flame Blast from Mega Man 6. This puts out 28.5% damage, both on the front and if he's standing behind you. The range, though, is incredibly limited, about 1.5 squares. So now that we talked about all our tilts and our smashes, let's talk about our specials. Your neutral special is Metal Blade. You can see it can hit multiple times with a little bit more knockback than your Mega Buster. This also has quite an amount of range, as you can see here, as I can keep pushing them back further and further. The max range is 10 squares. If you press the button, press in any direction, you can actually fire Metal Blade in any of the 8 directions. You press down, it'll actually stick in the ground. You can pick it up and use it as an item, even though it's not going to be as effective. And the base damage being 12%. What's great about this is that Metal Blade does pass through and will hit multiple targets just as well. But because of the pass-through damage, it does make Metal Blade a little bit weaker instead of the 12%. Your side special is Crash Bomb. Now this bomb is incredibly sticky. It can transfer to other targets and actually hit multiple as well. And finally, it does have a little bit of launching power to it. Now you can see here it's not going to put the same damage on each target, but it's still really handy. It will stick to walls, it will stick to anything that it can get its hands on basically. And Crash Bomb has a maximum range around 13 squares. Just keep that in mind. Finally, you have your Leaf Shield, which will hit your target for multiple times. I can show here 9.1. There is a damage fall off. You can see it at 4.5% at 11 squares being your maximum range to be able to hit your target. You're also able to hit multiple targets with this, and it's going to pass through just like Metal Blade and hit anybody in its path. And your up special is Rush Coil. You can see here you can actually get 2 bounces on him, and the second bounce is your highest bounce. You can even still jump up after using him, making him perfect and excellent for recovery. But also just to keep in mind that your enemies, anybody on the field, can still also jump on Rush Coil and take advantage of him as well. Speaking of recoveries, Mega Man's is quite excellent. You can jump, up rush, jump again, and get a lot of distance here. You can see well over 22, 23 squares worth of horizontal distance. You can still double jump and finish off with rush to get about the same as well, but still you've got a lot to work with rush, and that's a lot of horizontal distance that you can cover. All right, so let's talk about Mega Man's grabs. His down is going to put out 5.4%. His forward is going to put out 9.6%. His up is at 8.4%. And finally, his big bad boy back is going to put it at 13.2%, being his highest grossing throw damage out of all 4 of his throws. And just like all throws, you can put out a little damage before you decide to toss them up in the air or behind you. And now it's time to talk about Mega Man's final smash. Here he's going to release a black hole that's going to have around 11 squares worth of distance, but it's going to be this black hole that's going to suck people in and put out anywhere from 51 to 53% damage. The initial suck in does cause a little bit of damage as well. What's also good to know is you can actually press the special button again at any point to cause the black hole to erupt and to suck in targets. So use this at your discretion. One thing to note that it does just fly in a straight line in the direction you're facing. You do have that maximum 11-ish squares of travel, but then you have around 15 squares of total, advantage to be able to pull people in and hit people with Mega Man Legends. Well, that wraps it up for Mega Man 101. My name is Brian and this is Work the Game. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If you have any tips, any questions, or anything I missed I need to cover in future updates, as well as if there's any other characters that you want to see as a part of this series. I love hearing from you. I love the comments. I love the feedback. I really hope you guys keep it coming. Hit that and smash that thumbs up button if you like this video and you want to see more Smash guides as well as more Smash content on the channel. But anyway, like I said, my name's Brian. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you next time. What's going on, Workforce? Chuck here. It's been a good long month, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. I just wanted to invite my friend Terry, the T-Rex from Texas, out here. Howdy, y'all. How's it going? This is a really fun end screen video. We should have written a script, right, Chuck? Oh, I agree totally. In fact, I think both our voices sound exactly the same. What are we to do? I don't know. I think we need to get a better voice actor. Yes, I agree. Which one of us is talking? Ah. They're still here. What are we gonna do? I guess we're gonna stop and record.